Good morning, everyone. I have been off my YouTube game for about a whole year, and I want to get back into it. And I want to give you guys an update, quick unedited update on the red truck that I was talking about and made a couple videos about before I disappeared. So, here she sits in all her glory. And I'm going to pull it out here and I'm going to give you guys kind of a walk around of what I've done to it so far. I store it back here behind my landlord's barn. He's nice and lets me do that. Let's get this thing unlocked. It's a very cold morning. First really cold one we've had. Definitely got some frost. I think I'm gonna be able to see. Just for fun, I'm going to let it run for a second. But let me give you a walk around. So here she is. It is sitting on some tires I got off Craigslist. Look how much tread these things have. Huge amounts of tread. 35 by 12.5. Those are 16-inch wheels that came, a nice satin aluminum alloy finish. I refinished. They were really corroded, so I took a wire brush to them and painted them black. Can't really tell. It looks pretty good when it's not super muddy. I mean, it looks good muddy too, but you can't really tell how good the paint job is with all the mud on it. So a lot of the work last winter was done here. Those are Chevy 63-inch leaf springs. Those things flex like crazy. Basically what I did was I cut off all the stock hangers front and rear and then welded on these new ones. And these are actually supposed to be Frenched into the frame, as in cut up into the frame and welded in that way. I was not that ambitious and just decided to weld them on the outside. They'll work just fine like that. A little extra ride height, not that I want that, but it's totally fine. Here's the rear hanger. This shackle angle looked better when I put it down on the ground, and then the leaves broke in a little bit, and now the shackle angle is a little shallower than I want, so I might end up moving that hanger this winter. I'm running some Bilstein 14-inch shocks. I didn't want to run something quite that big, but anything less and a 63-inch Chevy spring will totally just run out a shorter shock. You need a 14-inch shock. These things flex unbelievably hard. I can't wait to show you guys how much flex this thing actually has in the rear end. And now, to talk about the front end. I know that last time I made a video, I said I was going to be swapping 1-tons onto this thing. I got a little nervous, not because of the job is definitely a big job, but it wasn't the size of the job that made me nervous, it was the size of the space. The garage I have is very small, and I just decided, you know what, I bet I'm going to get myself cornered in here, and either the truck will be too tall to get out, or it'll be too wide to get out. So it's a very small garage. I got a little nervous. I still have the axles. I don't think they're going to go on this truck, but they will go on a future project for sure. Currently, it sits with some Old Man Emu nitrocharger shocks and their heaviest spring that they make for that shock. Seems to work great, rides really well. And of course, that beautiful tube bumper still on the front of the thing looks really good. Has that stainless steel finish on it. But yeah, here she sits. Need to make some new sliders for it. The last ones, had a buddy do them, and he kind of messed them up a little bit. So I got to make some new sliders there. For the rear bumper, this is just a quick and dirty bumper that I made in about maybe a couple hours. It's a 6x4 piece of rectangular tubing, 120 wall, shackle mounts welded on. Nothing fancy. It was just an attempt to get past inspection, but the e-brake being broken prevented that anyway. So I will be building a nice bumper for this thing. I have the bed sides all cut up so I can do a nice, you know, wrap around either tube or plate high clearance bumper that I want to make. This truck is all about increasing my fabrication skills, just an opportunity to do that. But yeah, here she sits, guys. Future plans include this winch, actually the solenoid, I think something's toast in this box right now, so the winch is not functional right now. So first things first is to fix that, move those spring hangers, make a different rear bumper, put some reverse lights on this thing, and then fix every little thing I need to fix to get this thing inspected. This truck does have the e-locker in the back, and it now has a set of 430 gears, both front and rear. That's out of the 4-cylinder version. This is the 6-cylinder version. I got a couple differentials out of the 4. And it's still not low enough, for sure. Definitely needs more gear if I were, but luckily it's a 5-speed, so I can make do. Gas mileage isn't great, but 4 low is definitely low enough, so I can still crawl with it. So I'll live with it for now. The tires actually aren't a match set, but they are the same. I got them off Craigslist for pretty cheap, but lots of tread, exactly the same size, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, guys, that's how she sits right now. Let me know what you think about it. I am going to be making more videos soon, and I mean that this time. I'm getting back into YouTube. Life got hectic for pretty much an entire year, so I've been really slacking in that regard. But definitely stay tuned for more. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you guys want to see me wheel it. I hope you do, because I am going to be doing some wheeling videos for sure. Yeah, just let me know what you think. I'm anxious to hear any sort of suggestions you guys might have of what I should do with this truck. Any mods you guys have an idea for. I am all ears. And if you guys have any tutorials you want to see, if you want to watch me build this rear bumper or sliders or whatever, let me know. And I will be making videos shortly. Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. And follow my Instagram. I have that in the description. I post a lot more frequently there than I do on YouTube, although that YouTube upload rate should increase here. Anyway, guys, have a great day. It's a beautiful morning, if not really chilly. But yeah, have a great day at work, and I will be posting soon.